I need liberals to explain to me why I should have Trump derangement syndrome when Trump is apparently more moderate than 81% of Congress, which includes Democrats and Republicans. Well, I need people to understand. I'm not trying to mislead. Obviously, Trump is a Zionist. He's going to do the bidding of Israel. But what does it say about the unhinged uniparty that Trump can get this issue right, but not them? Listen to that. I was actually shocked when I heard this because you have Donald Trump that is outflanking the entirety of the Democratic Party. You know, the same people that want to convince you that Trump derangement syndrome, he's outflanking them on civil liberties, and they try to pretend that he want to be a dictator. Listen to this.
Frankly, there are a lot of people on TikTok that love it. There are a lot of young kids on TikTok who will go crazy without it. There are a lot of users. There's a lot of good, and there's a lot of bad with TikTok. But the thing I don't like is that without TikTok, you can make Facebook bigger. And I consider Facebook to be an enemy of the people, along with a lot of the media.
So you have Trump that make the very accurate assumption that by banning TikTok, you favor the other social media corporations, which is why a lot of Democrats support the TikTok ban, because they are financed by these big tech companies that have a vested interest in seeing TikTok put down. This is another example, and this is what one of the statements I've seen from a Chinese official, what he was saying, he's like, this is another example how America can't compete in the market because Chinese social media apps are kicking their ass. There's a story I didn't have a chance to cover. I might be able to find it. I don't got time, but there's a story how United States big tech companies are very upset and concerned because Chinese social media apps are kicking their asses in Africa. Like, social media apps are blowing up, especially in Kenya, in Nigeria, and South Africa, and the smartphones and apps that are dominating the market are Chinese apps and Chinese phones because they're much better. So you guys see how the only way they can have social media companies compete with TikTok is by having American capitalists benefit from it is by banning it. And then what Trump is kind of acknowledging, like, man, we don't fucking like Facebook either. So if you ban TikTok, you just benefiting Facebook. And then also he brings up in the very beginning, he's like, man, a lot of the young kids, I don't like TikTok, man. I'm a boomer. I don't like TikTok. But the young kids really fucking like it. And that would be horrible if you ban something that the young kids like. So Zoya, look at what's happening here. You have Trump that defending young people's right to use TikTok, as Joe Biden said he's going to sign a bill, as Democrats are fighting hard for the TikTok ban. So now you're going to have Trump in his election that's going to tell young people that I was there to protect TikTok while Biden and Democrats wanted to ban it. Sounds like a great electoral strategy for Democrats, right? Surely this will work well for Democrats with young people in the upcoming election, right? Now, this poll has to be an outlier, right? Right? Because this dynamic I'm explaining to you guys is one of the reasons why this poll is somewhat believable. Where a most recent general election poll had Trump up plus 12 from people 18 to 34, which is insanity. Insanity. So it's not about whether I believe Trump will sign a bill. I need you guys to think about this. Think. It's not fucking about that, my friends. Trump is a salesperson. Trump signing or not signing the bill is irrelevant. He's in an election year, and he's going to say the thing that's going to help him win the election, my friends. So he's going to pretend he's going to give this, whether he's going to sign it or not, was going to be a huge electoral advantage for Trump. So for all the Democrats that say this is the most important election of our lifetime, that we got to defend democracy by defending Trump, isn't it funny that they're willing to allow Trump to have this massive lane, whether you're going to support TikTok, the freedom of speech or not? Whether that happens is irrelevant to my analysis. But why would they leave this lane open to Trump? That's my point. Zoya, I saw you on mute. Anything you want to add?
Just that Democrats have done the impossible and made Trump sound reasonable.
They do it. They do it all the time. Like there should never even be coverage like this because whenever Trump gets something right, it should be opportunity for the duopoly to get it right. Because if Trump gets it right, how the fuck are you not getting it right? But the only reason we cover this like this, the only reason I cover it like this, I should say, because I want to emphasize how bad Democrats are. Why having Trump derangement syndrome is absurd. Have you guys seen how they're attacking Trump for this? Liberals are attacking Trump for this. Josh Hawley and Sean Hannity, they're trying their best to pretend that Trump didn't say that just now. You guys notice that? You notice how Josh Hawley like, yeah, during the Trump administration, he supported TikTok ban. Trump flip-flopped like he does. And now they can't wrap their minds around it. And now you want to know how liberals are attacking Trump for this? Fucking beyond parody.
Oh my God.
So liberals are trying to pretend that Trump standing up for young people's freedom of speech, that's him being bought off by billionaires. Like, you can't even make this up, bro. Look at this headline. I'll read it for people only listening. Trump's TikTok flip. He did flip-flop on this issue, to be 100% clear, because I think, as I said before, a lot of people was talking shit about this for political reasons. They want to sound tough on China. You know what I mean? This is my personal theory. I have nothing to back this up. It's a theory. All these people were talking hard, like Trump was talking tough on TikTok, didn't think it was going to happen. He just wanted to sound tough on China. Now that it's actually about to happen, Trump like, no. This is horrible idea. That's my personal theory with no facts behind it, why I think Trump flipped. But they said Trump TikTok flip raises concern over billionaire clout. The former president's unexpected support for TikTok appears to align with the interests of a billionaire backer for the second time. So because liberals been using lawfare on Trump, he owes like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. I haven't been following these cases that much, but he owes like all this money. And now Democrats who said they're doing it not because of the election, they're bragging about the fact that Trump is struggling with money. So the new narrative now is that, man, Trump is so broke, he's struggling because of all these legal bills. How can we be sure that he's not going to be bought up by a billionaire? This is a national security concern. He owes all this money. So does that mean he could be bought off by an Iranian oligarch? Can a Chinese oligarch buy him off? Can he be bought off by a Putin oligarch? And I'm telling you guys this because I know you guys don't follow the mainstream narrative. That's what they're saying about Trump now. So when they're pretending that Trump flop on TikTok is him being changing his position because of billionaires, even though Facebook, Instagram, Zionist capitalists are the ones who are pressuring Democrats.